Hey everybody, welcome to the Planter Grow Night. This is week 6, and we're going to talk about show and tell, explain what we've found growing online. So, people who have shared our hashtag My Indoor Food Garden, and they've shared what they're growing, what they're cooking with it, really the fun part of this indoor food growing experience, which happens year round. If you're not familiar with us, I'm from Planter. We are at indoorgardenmarket.com, and we do Planter Grow Nights every Saturday at 8 p.m. on a variety of channels, as well as our website, in order to help you grow food indoors year round using LED grow lights, hydroponics, soil techniques, really all the above. Our goal is to help you to grow more than 75 pounds of food in less space than a coffee table with LED grow lights. Technology has changed. It's possible to do that year round, and you can get 4 full cycles of herbs and green production indoors using these techniques. So it's really excited. Welcome to this Planter Grow Night. This is show and tell. We're going to share a nice recipe that you can use indoors year round as well, and also grab a couple of stories from the world out there of indoor food growing. So first up, we actually have a video that was shared by a user on Instagram, Crystal Gonzalez. It looks like she's using a garden, maybe the smaller version of the garden. It's the apartment version. Not sure where she's using it, but she's growing a variety of herbs and greens indoors. It's got a single LED grow light growing right there. Looks great. The garden, so it's garden with a Y, Gardyn. It's a very productive system. It's easy to use. It's got lots of technology baked into it to make it easy for you to use as well. And as you can see, Crystal's getting great results on her indoor food garden. So keep it up, Crystal. Can't wait to see more from your indoor food garden. Next up, we've got user Chef. Let's see, Chef Jagamore. He actually grew a variety of different kinds of seedlings or sprouts. It's another way to look at it. Sprouting is something we haven't covered a lot with Planter Grow Night yet, but we will in the future. It's a great way of getting lots of production in a small space, but it doesn't require a lot of soil, doesn't require a lot of intense light. You can get started with sprouting with just a 50-watt grow light and a small space. I mean, really 1 foot, 2-3 foot square space. It's really easy. Downside to sprouting is that you got to keep planting every week and a half or 2 weeks. It's a constant cycle. You're going to eat a lot of them. You're going to plant more. You're going to eat a lot more. You're going to plant more. It's a constant thing. So awesome to see Chef Jagamore doing this on Instagram. Thanks so much for sharing, and we look forward to seeing more from your indoor garden space. Next up on the list is Dennis. He's a Denver-based indoor food grower with a 16-plant grow mesh system, which we use quite a bit among our community. He's growing in his living room. He gets lots of south-facing sun every day in the winter, and here's one of the pics from his grow mesh system. It is a lot of salad greens. You can get up to harvest with any of these systems, generally speaking, about 30-35 days with hydroponics. You are going to grow constantly through up to 3 months. So super productive, great way of growing as much as you can. And we're happy that Dennis was able to share with us. He actually shared in our community grower section of the website. Okay. So by now, this may have come as a surprise to you if you haven't really done this before. The amounts of food that you can grow, what you can grow is actually pretty spectacular. Easy ways of using the plants you're growing in your indoor food gardens. Once you get up to the point where you're growing a couple of pounds a week using these systems, to give you a sense of how much that is. So it's roughly 16 plants per person per pound per week. Approximately. Depends on the size of the system, depends on the light. There's a lot of factors there. But if you're growing vertically, like the systems that we've seen so far, you can grow a huge amount. Lots of different ways of using these things. First thing to note about indoor food growing is that you don't have to kill the plant while you're growing it. You can actually harvest on the edges of that plant and keep coming back and harvesting again. So you can grow a lot in a small space that way. Lots of ways you can use it once you've started growing it. Here is a mint and basil tea, basil flower recipe, actually. Just a couple of ingredients. So if you've got half a cup of fresh mint leaves, mint is very easy to grow indoors. It basically grows like a weed. You just need a 50-watt grow light over it. Keep that grow light close, 2 to 4 inches above the plant as it's small. Once it gets bigger, you're going to lift it up, maybe keep it 6 inches off the top of it. Basil, very easy to grow. So a quarter cup of fresh basil leaves and the flowers. Most important, the flowers make a really distinct taste. And then you add a little bit of honey. So you're going to steep that just like you would any tea out there. Both mint and basil grow very well in either soil indoors or hydroponic systems. I would be careful with the mint in a hydroponic system though. They grow crazily. They might strangle your pump. They might fill up your system with roots because they're growing so fast. Lots of ways you can use these types of systems. So many things you can grow. Pretty much no limit to what you can grow, actually. The only limit is really your imagination and your space. Because you don't need a huge amount of this stuff, you can actually grow all year round. And if you're just joining us, we actually have a free indoor food growing training program. I'm going to put the link right over there. All you have to do is scan that and you get access to our free indoor food growing training program. It runs year round. We grow 4 cycles of herbs and greens throughout the year. We grow them together. We start the seeds. We plant everything. We plant everything. We do it all as a community. And you get email reminders for our live digital courses, as well as if you do have questions, we have access to experts, essentially consultants that can help you through this process. So check those out. Those are at indoorgardenmarket.com, and we would be happy to give you some assistance. We also have some systems that we love to grow with. So for example, we'll highlight just one during our time together today. And thanks so much for joining us. If you're not familiar, we are a planter. We are at indoorgardenmarket.com. Let me bring up that website for you right there. Grow with us indoors year round. We have free live courses every month, 4 different ones, as well as digital courses for purchase if you don't have time to join the live ones. And a lot of awesome, helpful resources in our indoor food growing community. So one of the systems we like to highlight is actually the Elsys. This one is really nice looking. Not all of the systems are beautiful because of the way they are designed or constructed, but the Elsys really is. It is a large system. It's got 3 stackable reservoirs on top of it. So it's going to produce up to 50 different plants in the space that you have there. Looks like a really nicely designed shelving unit, basically. Inside your home, you are going to be able to grow greens, herbs, fruiting plants, pretty much everything you want to in this system. And we do have a promo code there. All you have to do is scan the QR code up on the upper left side of the screen, and that will take you to the website. You can use Planter PLANT3R for 25% off the price of an Elsys system. It's a great starter system. You may have seen people build a system. Maybe they built a bucket or some kind of system to get started with. Awesome way to do that. We do have an intro to hydroponics course on the 3rd Sunday of every month. If you'd like to learn more about that, just check it out in our indoor food growing training program. I'll bring that link up one more time for you, or that QR code so that you can join us. You can get access to all of those classes for free to get help with that. But honestly, it's not complicated. I'd recommend for price to get a system that is pre-built for this kind of activity. It's got lights, it's got everything you need. You're not saving a lot by building it yourself. You are gaining a lot of production if you're using a pre-made system. And we do have lots of them on our website that we recommend. So all different price levels. One important point to note, if you're looking at these systems and you're thinking, looks expensive, it is. It's an investment. However, that investment pays off many times fold over the year. because of the volume of food you're producing and the fact that you're no longer going to a grocery store buying vegetables that are half dead, sprayed with chemicals. I mean, you just don't know where they come from, generally speaking. You could flip all that on its head, bring it home, grow everything for yourself and your family, and really take back control of your food supply. It's a powerful message. I hope that it resonates with you, and I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us and learn more about indoor food growing, to see some of the success stories that we've highlighted today. If you are growing food indoors, we would love to highlight you and bring you into one of our planter grow nights. So you can always use the hashtag my indoor food garden on any social channels. We are monitoring them, so we'll pick up your story and we'll use it in one of our future planter grow nights. Really fun way of participating in this community that is really truly global and truly new way of human growing that you may not have expected. Certainly not for the amounts of production, not for what you can get out of it. So that concludes our show and tell. A little bit shorter episode than we normally would have, but really excited because we are coming up to the next stage of the process here. We are 6 weeks into our full program for indoor food growing for this quarter. And next, we are going to start the cycle. So, we're going to prep our seeds and start new seeds for the next quarter of our indoor food growing. This happens 4 times per year. It's all done indoors. You don't need to walk around outside. You don't need to have a backyard. You can do it on your kitchen table. You can do it in a spare room, any place like that, and get started. It's really exciting. So I hope you can join us. We've got a live seed starting party, useful for soil or hydroponics. We've got lots of ways of doing that. So that's going to be next Saturday, August 9th at 8 p.m. And really hope you can join us for it. So if you haven't done so already, I'm going to throw it up there one more time, but we do have our free indoor food growing training program. We walk you through all of this stuff from start to finish. And the goal is at the end of this process, really 1 or 2 cycles, so approximately 6 months, you are going to be able to know how to grow more than 75 pounds of food in less space than a coffee table with LED grow lights. This is an amazing addition to outdoor growing. If you are already growing food outdoors, you have some expertise in this, amazing. Keep doing that. We're not looking to replace that. We're looking to add on. This is a +1 to what you're already doing, because you can do indoor year round, 12 months out of the year, 4 greens and herb cycles, and 2 fruiting plant cycles using dwarf plants. Tons of productivity. You no longer have to hang up your gloves if you're gardening outdoors. You can shift inside. You can keep doing it all year. You can watch your favorite Netflix series and keep growing. So thanks so much for joining us. Really look forward to hearing more of your stories. Share those with us on the hashtag #MyIndoorFoodGarden, and we look forward to seeing you at our next event.